Welcome back, everybody. I am the Jimmer. This is the Propane 150k King of the Hill Championship. It's going to be episode 3, the second round of our opening round robin. All the vehicles that are going to be in all of this video have overviews in the very first episode of Season 3, so if you want to see in-depth of the ships, check that out. And I'm just going to get right into the battles here. So up first we have, this is going to be the first try. This is by Demi Diro. Hopefully, I know I'm butchering that. That's a nice little duo entry there, and it's going to be taken on the Brimstone Rain. This is my entry for the tournament. Just a cheesy, massively cheesy amount of missiles in this guy. Alright, let's get this started. There we go. And let me make note of the time. Alright, right on the hour. Makes it easy. Alright, immediately see just the swarm of missiles coming out as my frame rate just totally tanks. But it should get a little bit better after the Alpha Strike. Ooh, okay, shell. I might look like possibly a cram. Anyway, big shell hit in the back there, took out some of the propellers, and yeah, doing some damage. All right, looks like the missiles are starting to land over here on the first try. Let's see if we can take a peek at that carnage. That one is okay. See a lot of missiles over here coming in on this ship, though. Look at all the missiles in the water. Oh, this is a dangerous spot to be. Look at all those missiles. Alright, so far, first try doesn't seem all that damage. Let's get a damage report. Our Brimstone Rain all the way down to 96%. One main battleship is at 97, the other 96. So pretty close so far. Looks like the first try has the slight advantage here, like 1 or 2% ahead. Continue to just fire away, lots and lots of guns. Alright, let's see if this missile strike is any good. Looks like the laser's having a hard time locking on. Oh yeah, that valiant missile's almost entirely wasted, and the first try just continues to rain the Daka. Let's go see the damage those shells are inflicting. Brimstone, appears to be almost dead in the water. See, oh yeah, just looks like one propeller left. The repair bot's hard at work. Looks like the hull is mostly intact. Some Swiss cheese starting to happen on this side, though. You can see the outer armor is stripped off down to the innermost layers. Missiles continuing to fire. Do a quick range check while we're right here. Alright, looks good. Everybody in range. Let's follow these missiles and see if they're able to get any damage in. Looks like this MBS is starting to sink. But we saw in its last fight. Oh, yeah! Look how high up the Brimstone Rain is out of the water. Wow! See a shell getting in there and detonating one of its ammo stores. Doing a ton of damage. It got launched up probably a good 15 meters up above the water's surface. See just this little hole here, but this was at one point full of ammo. So yeah, huge explosion. Looks like it still has one ammo store, so the missiles, yeah, are continuing to fire. But yeah, the Brimstone taking a huge shot there. Let's see how much health it lost. All the way down to 83%. Looks like 1 MBS at... Oh, 1 MBS is sinking and despawning. It was really close before that 80% sinking status. Alright, it looks like just down to 1 MBS and the Brimstone Rain. The MBS is at 93%, Brimstone Rain 84. Where is... I don't even... What the hell is it? Oh, there we go. See the laser's pointing at it. It appears to be sinking. Still firing shots though. See, oh yeah, just below the water surface there. So it isn't, oh, all the way capsized, flipped right over. But it's not good. Isn't really that damaged though. 94%, and I believe it is healing up. So yeah, not extremely fast rate of heal, but its blocks are slowly going up. We'll see if it's able to repair and then get back up to the surface. Should see torpedoes coming in from the Brimstone Rain. Let's look at the depth here. That is, I believe, the lower limit is 50 meters. We'll give the first try just another minute here to repair and see if it's able to get back to surface, or it's going to be called for out of bounds. You can see torpedoes starting to come in now. Streaming in a few at a time. Not doing a whole lot of damage individually, but just that trickle of damage is going to keep the first try from repairing. Those shots didn't hit anything important, just a little bit of the outer armor there. But every little bit towards that 80% it's sinking. Yeah, still at 94. What's the distance on this? No, in range. Let's see if the Brimstone Rain has healed up at all, if it is still crippled. Well, it looks like it's actually moving away from the fight. It could put itself out of range here. Yeah, very close to it. It is turning. Yeah, neither craft really hitting each other at this point. Looks like the ammo reserves on the Brimstone have been taken out. Yeah, no ammo on board the ship. So no way for it to fire its missiles. So it's still firing any torpedoes. Are they reloading? Looks like the torpedoes are reloaded, but just not firing. There are a few in the water. Alright, I'm going to go over here and check on this MBS. If it's still sinking, we're going to go ahead and call the match. So it has been down here out of bounds for a good long while now. Just double check and make sure it's actually out of bounds. Yeah, negative altitude negative 89. I believe the lower limit is 50 meters. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to call this out of bounds. Let's just double check and make sure the Brimstone range is not out of bounds and is actually headed this way. So I do believe this match is pretty much over anyway. With the MBS being completely capsized and underwater, it's not going to be able to get any shots off. So this one is a win for the Brimstone Rain, getting the star, and we'll get reset and get the next match underway. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Alright, next up we have the Phobos and Friends by a Lemming. Alright, and that's going to be taken on the Low Tech by Raving Maniac. Way too far. Alright, so we have the Low Tech, the 2-ship entry here by Raving Maniac is going to be taking on the Phobos and Friends by a Lemming. The Phobos and Friends is the airship here, sort of a hovercraft, and then the 2 Hydra-class submarines that have a whole bunch of subsurface to surface missiles. We go ahead and get this started and make note of the time. Alright. And we'll get this fight underway. Immediately you see the Phobos just unloading. It has that massive twin cannon. We took a look at the inside of the ship, and it is just entirely filled with those front cannons there. I believe I think they're either 4 or maybe even 8 meters long, and just huge shells firing, spam heat. Really doing a lot of damage to its enemy. And there you see the missile strike coming from the Hydras. Looking like it's having a hard time. Yeah, it's just going straight up in the air, not even locking on. I mean, it looks really pretty. Not so effective. I wonder why it's not locking on. That's interesting. I wonder if there's some sort of stealth being employed here by the Low Tech. Or possibly just being, lower tech craft with fewer electronics and engines and all that. They might be just present a more difficult target for the AI to lock onto. See some missiles coming in here. Not doing a whole lot. Let's get an initial damage report. Alright, looks like, oh wow, the Schiavona is all the way down to 82. It didn't look that damaged. It is starting to sink. Looks like most of the turrets are still online and firing, so mostly, possibly, let's take a look at the front side here. Oh yeah, look at all those blocks stripped off. So lots of structural damage, but so far it looks like the cannon's staying online. That's the good part. Hopefully get some damage in on that Phobos there. See if any of these shells are able to make it. See the missiles just got sort of flying out into space. Lemming did say that he intended the submarines more to be a distraction and annoyance, and the main focus of his entry was the Phobos. I don't believe him. I think he was just backpedaling after he saw how derpy they were. It's like, oh no, I meant to make him that way. Oh, I really don't think it matters. This Phobos is so good. I think all of our entries are going to have a hard time dealing with his strategy of just hanging out right back here, right at the edge, the limit for the distance, and just firing away with those massive heat guns. Get another little damage report in here. Alright, oh wow, Schiavona is 80% and sinking. That leaves only the Gladius left. Bobo's actually taking a little bit of damage this time, down to 97%. So some of those shells are getting in. Let's see if we can look at where that damage is happening. Oh yeah, there looks like some blocks taken out here at the front. Yeah, ate a shell right to the cockpit. Oh, looks like it also took a little bit of damage to that bottom turret there. Alright, let's watch these shells rain down on the Gladius. Gladius is the smaller of the two ships in the low-tech entry, so it probably doesn't have a very good chance of taking out the Phobos alone. You never know, though. One good shot could put it in the water. Oh, huge explosion there. Oh yeah, that turret's going up. Oh wow, look at that fireworks. Look how high it launched it in the air. That is crazy. It's absolutely rocketed. Another huge explosion. Looks like the other turret going up, and that is pretty much the end. I don't think the Gladius is completely stripped of weapons, so it's soon to be over here. Looks like it's going to be another great victory for the Phobos and friends by Lemming. So far, looking like the entry to beat, and that's going to be after this, we're going to let this finish off here, come to its natural conclusion, and then we'll have the final fight's going to be the M-Class Destroyer by Gaming 19. It's going to be taken on the Because I Was Inverted by Wootness. Take a little suckle of my soda and just enjoy the carnage. Once in a while, it's good to slow down and enjoy the beautiful things from the depths. Man, those cannons are just non-stop and so much damage. Unbelievable. Alright, there we go. Despawning. So congratulations to Lemming, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the final match of this episode. Alright, here we have the Because I Was Inverted by Wootness, and that's going to be taken on the M-Class Destroyer by Gaming19. We're going to go ahead and get this started, get this match underway. Should be a good matchup. Interface out of here. Two really nice looking entries here. Both of these contenders obviously put a lot of time into making their designs look really nice for us, and I do appreciate that. I think this M-Class could use some bigger guns, and I think the Because I Was Inverted, those F-22s could just use some more firepower in general. Otherwise, I think they're a fantastic craft. Just a little bit light on the firepower. Maybe just a few more missiles in that missile strike. Oh, and just missing. Looks like only 3 or 4 connected. But doing work. Taking out, looks like took out some turrets there. Oh, and turning dangerously close to these missiles. Look how long those are. Those are still very dangerous. See if those cannon shells are getting through. I know the F-22s are fairly nimble, hard to hit, certainly very fast. Well, this one is just going way off here. Oh yeah, it looks like it lost a lot of tailplane. It may be having trouble turning. Yeah, lost almost that entire section of tail there. Let's get a distance. Looks like maybe a little bit out of bounds, but heading back into bounds now. I don't think that's anything we have to worry about. Maybe it keeps doing it, going too far. We'll put a timer on it. Looks like the M-Class are just kind of hanging out around each other, kind of covering each other's backs here. The F-22 is circling around, looking for their opportunity to strike. Get a damage report here. It's like all the M-Class a little bit beat up, but nothing serious. It's like the F-22's 95-ish%, so not too bad. A little bit beat up as well, but still in the fight. Everybody's still in the fight. Has this little recon craft here just cruising around. Doesn't look like anybody's paying it any attention. It's a great idea, though. That's going to give really good accuracy for the detection systems. And I do believe it's able to transmit that information to the F-22s. make their cannons and laser designators much more accurate.
One, two, three, go!
Yeah, not really a whole lot happening here. This might actually end up being our first match that goes the distance. Both these entries, well, they're absolutely beautiful, beautiful designs. Just a little bit lacking in the fire power department. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there's a nice little missile strike there. Oh, once again, just right at the last second, most of the missiles sort of deflected away. The ones that did hit did good damage, though. It looks like this M-Class down to just the 2 guns. Let's take a look at this from the top down. Oh, there we go. That missile strike looks like quite a few of the missiles landed. 5 or 6 missiles landing there. And some of them doing significant damage. And that's not crippling, but a few more of those sections get opened up to seawater, and we may see the M-Class start to sink. It looks like those F-22s getting dangerously close to going out of bounds here. Another good missile strike though. It looks like the other M class are way far away as well. Yeah, this M class especially really far away there. This one's far away, but it's still moving away as well. So I think these might actually have to be counted as out of bounds. So I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer now, but you can see they are moving away from battle, and the closest enemy is 1.8 kilometers away. So definitely the out of bounds condition here. I'm not sure what's causing that. Maybe damage to the propellers. Yeah, it looks like it's just unable to turn down to only one propeller. Oh yeah, we're going to go ahead and call this one out of bounds here. And this one is really far away. Yeah, the nearest enemy is almost 5,000 meters away. And this one is still moving away. Let's see if it still has most of its propellers. I'm not really sure what happened there. Maybe just using some of its rudders. Make our way back to the battle. I think we only got a minute or two left in this fight anyways. Good damage report here. M class 82%. Looks like both of the F-22s pretty close to full health. One at 97, the other at 100. see there, this F-22 is also going out of bounds. But as you can also see, it's coming right back. So it's possible that all those little few seconds of out of bounds might have added up to something over the course of the tourney, but I'm going to go ahead and let that slide in this episode. You can yell at me in the comments and tell me how unfair I'm being. But it's just hard to keep track of everybody going in and out of bounds. And oh, do we have a collision over there? Maybe just, they might have just flown past each other and it looked like it from far away. But I'm going to go ahead and call that the end of the episode. Congratulations to Because I Was Inverted. Tough fight to call, considering both entries were doing a little bit of the out of bounds. Fortunately, I think the M-Class suffered some damage and just wasn't able to turn back in and got really far out there. We had to remove those craft from play, and the remaining M-Class just not quite able to get the damage in there. So that's going to be a star for Because I Was Inverted. And that's it for this episode. We have 3 more rounds to go in this initial mini tournament round robin. So far the fights have been really good, and I hope you're enjoying them. I certainly am. If you're looking for some more from the Depths tournament action, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.